Like to join me for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We'll start off today just mentioning that we'll begin using the consent agenda today, something that the commissioners approved, I believe, on the 18th of January. The purpose of this is to streamline our sessions, taking routine items such as training and travel and maybe some routine personnel changes and putting them in the consent agenda. I guess any type of non-substantive items are going to be put into the consent agenda. During session, if any commissioner would like to pull these items out for the discussion or to postpone till later, we're able to do that. So it's the whole goal here is to better use our staff time, streamlining operations, as well as in the utmost, we will continue to do everything we can for transparency. So everything will be listed as they always have been on the, I believe it's the minutes, in the sense that you can read those items up. So, any questions on the consent agenda? So this will be the first day for that. So, Judy, how do we do this in the consent agenda? Do we read the first item? Do we just?
No, everything has been transmitted to all three of you as well as others, and you will ask your fellow commissioners if there's anything on the consent agenda as prepared they would like to have removed, and if not, you'll ask for a motion and a second to approve the consent agenda.
Okay. Well, are there any items that need to be removed so that we can have further discussion or consideration?
I don't think so.
No, not on my behalf.
Based on what we have in front of us here. If not, do I have a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented?
So moved.
Second?
Mr. Painter?
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye.
Mr. Ubel?
Yes.
And on today's agenda, Commissioner Ubel, coincidentally, the only items we have for action today is the consent agenda. Ordinarily, and in future, an executive session for today.
Yeah.
But in future sessions, if there were other items, they would follow the consent agenda.
Yeah, I
items.
know for Wednesday, we have non-consent
That's correct.
agenda
That's
after
correct.
the consent agenda. So, given that was it, it appears that we also have a need for executive session pursuant to section 121.22 G3 of the Ohio Revised Code to confer with the prosecuting attorney regarding pending or imminent litigation. Is there a motion for?
So
moved.
Second.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye.
Mr. Painter?
Yes.
Mr. Ubel?
Yes. We will be back shortly. All right, we are back from executive session. No decisions were made. We have one add-on. We have met with our legal counsel regarding the lawsuit involving Julie Robinson, and I will entertain a motion to approve Mr. Ramos's recommendation.
So moved.
Second?
Mr. Painter?
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye.
Mr. Ubel?
Yes. Let's take a few minutes while we prepare the minutes. We have the minutes in front of us from regular session here on the 23rd of January. And after we had a chance to review them, if anyone would like to make a motion, we can entertain that. Okay.
So the discussion, the things we did in terms of consent agenda and talking about that and all that isn't in our minutes?
It's just at the very top, the consent agenda, motion by Painter, right here.
Well, I see that, but
And
it doesn't say where there was a question that anything was, does anything need to be removed from the consent agenda for further discussion? There's nothing in there about that. I think the minutes should reflect that we asked all those questions and did what we did.
Okay.
So I'm not comfortable with the minutes as
Okay.
prepared.
That would go just ahead of consent agenda?
It would go right, it would be,
Just ahead of the words, so we say consent agenda?
or it would be right after the words consent agenda.
And then, okay.
As part of the discussion, consent agenda has been prepared. Are there any items that need to be removed so that we have further discussion? If not, then.
Holly
motion
Ed's got,
approved.
you can just type what he's got there, probably.
Got it.
Okay. Because otherwise, it doesn't look like we went through the process.
Is that the process you're going to want every single time, so that we can just have it ready?
We just have it.
Yeah.
We'll
You can
just plug it
Is
in.
that the
Spoiler.
consensus of the board?
Boilerplate, that's fine.
It is.
It lets everyone know that we considered all the items in there.
Ed, is that how the minutes for CCAO, do you
Yeah, I think
incorporate
so.
those?
Yep.
Which is how you got this?
Yeah, it came out of here, but that's how I got it. That's how it got in there.
Oh,
It is
And
the,
that-
it is the format
It is the
that was
format.
presented under the rules. of
Right, and
procedure.
that, and that recommendation also is in Robert's rules, so that's where it comes from.
and that can just be part of your upper paragraph here,
Yes.
if appropriate.
Well, right under consent agenda, where it says moved by Mr. Painter, seconded by Mr. Humphrey, it's a couple sentences that get stuck between consent agenda and moved by.
Let me come over and help you, Holly.
I think she's got it.
Do we want to pause again on the minutes or?
Sure.
Okay, we'll take a few minutes as the minutes are re-prepared. So, David, you back? We are back. We have the new revised minutes in front of us. And when someone is ready, we'll entertain a motion to accept the minutes from the 23rd of January.
I make the motion to accept the minutes from today's meeting.
Second,
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye?
Mr. Painter?
yes.
Mr. Ubel?
Yes, and a motion to adjourn.
So moved?
Second?
Mr. Painter?
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye?
Mr. Ubel?
Yes. Thank you for coming. See you Wednesday.